Good morning, friends. Welcome to Morning Motivation with Dr. K, where my number one goal is to give you a positive perspective. Happy Monday. It is early Monday morning. Hopefully you're getting your day started off right. I just wanted to share with you guys something that I listened to this weekend. I've talked before about Ed Mylettt. Good morning, Mr. Thompson. And there's something called the Ed Mylettt Show. It's a podcast. And this weekend I listened to something that I felt was very helpful. So I wanted to share it with you guys. Good morning, Kevin. So he was talking about the power of negativity and what it does in our lives if we speak negativity into our lives. Good morning, Eddie. Good morning, MJ. So he was talking about, and I'm not a sports person by any means. I'm not even going to pretend. Hey, Clark, good to see you. But he was talking about a World Series game with the Red Sox several years ago where it was a done deal and the Red Sox were going to win, so much so that the opposing team was in the locker room already changing their clothes. Good morning, Ashish. And then at the very last minute, like the ninth inning, like, is it 9 innings? Oh my gosh. The opposing team hits like a ground ball and it goes through the legs of the first base guy, and the other team winds up winning the World Series. And it was like one of the most like ridiculously bad things that a first baseman could do. And then a few weeks down the road, they're doing a recap on some of the interviews with the players before the game, and that same first baseman said, one of the worst things I could imagine would be if the other team like won the entire game because a ball like went through my legs. And he spoke that into life like before the game even happened, and then it happened. So did he make that happen by what he said? No. But it's just to say that when we continually replay negative thoughts and we continually think in worst case scenario, we make it more likely that our subconscious will look for those negative things. They said something like when you speak negative thoughts into life, you're 40 to 70 times more likely to make that happen. Ah. Good morning, Jamie. Good morning, Diana. Good morning, Wendy. So think about that. Like, you might have, these thoughts pop up in your head, right? And thoughts popping up in your head, you don't really have a whole lot of control over that. But what you do with them, you do have control over. Whether or not you continue to ruminate on them, you say them out loud, what you do with them is up to you. So I was like, wow, that's crazy. But then also, listen to this cool story. So you guys might have heard this before, but there was this guy in in high school that was not doing well academically. He hung out with the wrong crowd of people. He didn't care about his grades. He went to go take the SAT, and when the results came back right before his senior year, he got a 1400, which is really good. So he gets a 1400 and he goes, well, I guess if I'm smart, I better act like a smart person. I better stop like hanging out with the wrong people. I better actually show up for school. I better do my homework. So he starts doing that. He goes to college. I think he went to community college, and then he ended up getting like an MBA from Ivy League. And like something like 7 years later, he gets this letter from the SAT board. I think like one of the Ivy League schools runs it, right? So like Stanford or something, right? And the letter says, we miscalculated your SAT score. Your actual score was a 740. But isn't that crazy that just believing that he was smart literally got him an Ivy League degree, right? Hey, Darren. Hey, Kim. So we're talking about the power of what you believe, and the power that if you are constantly ruminating about bad things that could happen, oh, I could lose my job, oh, I could get COVID, and especially if you're like saying it out loud, 40 to 70% more likely to happen. So stop doing it. That stuff's dangerous. Stop it. So instead, start believing that you are what you feel called to be. Start believing in promises and potentials and good things. Have you guys ever like read any of the books or heard any like business owners like with the positive mantras like, I am a millionaire, like I will make $1 million. Like it's not like woo-woo. There's actual science behind that. that claiming and speaking life over the things that you want to become make it much more likely that it'll happen. So stop claiming the bad things. Stop saying, oh my gosh, what if this happens? And what if this happens to my family? And what if this and what if that? You're making it more probable because you're so focused on that could happen. Why would you do that to yourself? Give yourself a chance. So if you notice Brewster's Millions, I don't know that one. Is that the same concept, Diana? So if you guys know that like your thought life and especially what you're speaking out loud has the power to transform your life, why not continually be claiming and saying all the good things that could happen? And furthermore, if you have people in your life who are constantly hung up on the negative, constantly hung up on saying bad things, maybe it's time to check that and ask yourself, should I really be spending this much time with these people? I wonder if I can find that, Diana, on like Hulu or something. Let me know if you guys find it. That'd be good. But I just want to encourage you guys that your thought life and the things that you speak, it has power. So let that power win for you instead of lose for you. Don't be the first baseman in the Red Sox. Be the guy who believed that he got a 1400 on his SAT. Believe that your business idea is going to work. Believe that that you will be gainfully employed, that you will always have enough to feed your belly and to feed your soul. Believe that your family will be taken care of. Believe that your life is meant to continue to get better and better, and life is supposed to up level every single day, okay? Because there's no downside to that. But understand that there is power in the thought life that you have and in the things that you speak over your life. And why would you want to speak things that are hurtful? You know, like even, I'm sure you guys have seen this with kids. If you continually tell kids like, well, they're just not really smart. They're just not really academically inclined. Don't, because they're going to believe that. They're going to believe that they're just not very good at school. You know, that's something I think that we've discovered a lot with kids over the last couple of decades, is to not claim for them what they're good at or what they're bad at. You know, like growing up, I full-heartedly believed that I was really, really bad at history. And to this day, I still have a hard time like conceptualizing that. I just automatically believe that that's something that is very difficult for me. But I don't really have any proof for that. So maybe it's time I stop saying that. Maybe it's not very helpful to me to talk about things I'm not good at. But in general, guys, just be aware of your thoughts and be aware of the things that you're speaking out loud, especially during COVID. If you find yourself ruminating on and talking a lot about all the things that could go wrong, there's a higher probability that it will go wrong. That's science, guys. So stop doing that. Start claiming the good things. Start claiming the victories. Start claiming that things are going to get back to normal, that we're all going to, find ways to get through this, to build each other as a community, that ultimately God is in control, and that we're going to do our best every day, and that He is going to surprise and delight us with a beautiful, amazing life, no matter what our circumstances are. So I just encourage you guys, get your thought life in check, pay attention to the negativity around you, and don't let it into your life. Don't let it speak anything over you. I hope everybody is looking forward to Monday, looking forward to the ways that God is going to show up and bless us and amaze us today. I'm looking forward to whatever this day has for us. I hope everybody has a fabulous Monday. Hi, Kelly. Hey, Terry. Darren, he inherits 50 million, has to spend it in 30 days with nothing to show for it. I would like 50 million to spend in 30 days. I also this morning was thinking about how much I'm dying to go on vacation. 2 years ago today, I was in LA on a random weekend trip just to like have fun. And that's one of my favorite things to do, is just to go to random cities, anywhere from like the size of Guthrie to the size of LA, and just see what the city has to offer. It's like my favorite thing. And you don't really go with any plans. You just go and like maybe Google like local recommendations for a coffee hangout or like food or whatever. This weekend, I went to Dallas. I got to meet a good friend that I've been wanting to meet for a while, that I met through Facebook, through Morning Motivation. and that was amazing and enriching. Had some really good conversations. I loved it. Also found a store in Dallas called Dirt Cheap. If you guys haven't heard of that before, it is so much fun. It's like an open box liquidation store. And I've been needing some furniture for my house, like odds and ends things. Like I had no like chairs in my living room or my family. I don't know what the difference is between a living room and a family room. It's a room. My daughter had like a bed frame, but she didn't have like a headboard, but I really didn't want to spend a bunch of money on it. So I found like a headboard for like $40. I found some chairs for like, I think it was like 2 really nice chairs for like $70, and like they're originally like $400 or something. And I was like, yes. It was like I got like so excited. It felt like I was like high on life. Like, yeah, I love getting a good bargain. It's like my favorite. So find something that you can do in the city that you're in, still respecting social distancing and all that fun stuff. But I just encourage you guys to really focus on the positivity today, because it really can change your life. And I appreciate you guys. Thank you guys for always showing up and joining me here. And I hope everybody has a fabulous Monday. I love you guys. Bye.